If you center yourself into the place that's not working for you so much, you forget to look at things that do work for you and options if it's just that you need to get out. You have choices. You're never really stuck anywhere. And this mentality of mine, when I gain this weight, that the plan and my ability are what the problem is, the reality is so different from that. And so I tend to get sucked into that, and it's old habit, it's old way of thinking. It's hard. I have to admit, it was really, really hard to see that number on the scale. I didn't weigh myself all week because I knew that I had gained. I was hoping that I did enough exercise from Wednesday to Saturday to kind of counter it a little bit. But then Friday night we went out to dinner, and that was my third thing. I think I told you there were three things. That was the barbecue, the binge that I had on like Wednesday, I think it was, and then Friday night's dinner was just, I overate. I ate too much. Went to Applebee's, didn't choose something on a Weight Watcher menu from their Weight Watchers stuff. Chose something fattening instead and ate a whole appetizer to myself. And then we went to Safeway and got ice cream. Now, I have to give myself a little bit of credit here because I got one of those little tiny ice cream cups. I could have got the Weight Watcher desserts, but I opted for the regular ice cream in the little tiny cup, which is a normal serving size. It's a half cup serving size, which is normally what we're supposed to consume when we have ice cream, rather than the bigger Ben & Jerry's, pint size or whatever it is. So that's great, but that's still 250 additional calories on top of what I had already eaten. So, yeah. So to make something that I can't do is just sit on this. I can't, having read this question and understanding that it's not my plan, it's not my ability. Those things are fine. What's not working is the way that I cope with stress when it goes beyond a certain point. I need to address that and work that out. Part of that, being stressed about money and being stressed about my job, is that I don't have a plan or solutions or steps that I'm taking to address those things. I procrastinate, which builds more stress. So I have all day I've been thinking about this, and I blogged about this last night, and that started the thought process. I talked to my husband today to work it out, and I'm wanting to hit this head on and not ignore it. So I went out today and I bought an organizer for our home bills. I bought a planner. I used to keep one all the time, and then when I moved here I stopped doing it. I'm going to get back into that routine of keeping track of everything so that I don't have this chaoticness going on. There's nothing I can do about the fact that we're completely broke and have no money to pay for the things that are coming in. I have to pick and choose what I can do and baby step it. And that's it. And then I need to let it go. I need to let it go. The rest of the stress that I'm feeling after I've done that, because I know me, and I will make a plan and I'll be like, it's going to take 10 years to, freaking out because the plan sucks because I only have X amount of money to pay huge debt, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Baby steps. There's nothing else I can do. So the rest of that stress that I'm feeling, I'm going to work it out in the gym. I'm going to take all of that pent up antsiness that I start to feel, and when I start to feel that way, I'm going to work it out instead of eating it away. I'm going to try to flip that trigger in my mind to work it out physically and not eat it out. That is like going to be huge. If I can actually manage to do that, that is going to be like a lifelong struggle and a huge flip for me, because right now that's not how I deal with it. So, horrible week. It's even the stress of knowing that I'm not doing my plan the way that I know I'm capable of was stressing me out. It was like, happy to say that all day today, the start of my new week, has been stellar. I've been right on plan and focused, very, very focused. So I'm hopeful. I'm not going to make promises because I'm very fragile right now with this whole thing, but I'm hopeful that I'm going to turn it around. That's the idea. I don't want to let it keep going. I've got some clear objectives and I want to work them and see how that goes. So, yeah. Everybody have a great week, and I'll see you next week.